I hope that you've been able to have some good conversation about you and maybe a little bit about the instruments that you can play. I am going to introduce this guy, the Black Atticus.
This guy.
This guy. He is probably, it has been said, that he is one of the most, and I quote, intelligent and heartfelt voices of the Southern hip-hop movement. I could not agree more. He's a lover of words, rhythm, and music of all kinds. He's a spoken word poet, hip-hop artist, and a cultural entrepreneur. And he's also a designer and a printmaker. I'm always thankful when Black Atticus is in the house. So please join me in welcoming Black Atticus.
Hey. Thank you for that awesome intro. That works. Glad to be here. I'm going to try to use the most of my time to share some songs, poetry, and rhyme with y'all. You know what I'm saying? This is different, very different. Online, that's where we are right now, right? So let's do this here. A rhyme. The hottest underground since magma. A stolen chapter, the once before that happened after, when time shattered, then regathered into a black life that mattered. His mama called him Chadwick, Water called him Panther. There's an answer to the question. Educated guessing, stretching blessings over beats, instrumentals creeping through my sleep pattern. I mean, travels over dreamscape, heartbroken free bass, because baby, I just need space, enough time to retrace these roots back to flank. I wrote the dopest verses drawing blanks, broke the oldest curses giving thanks. Aaron at the stank, picture Hank Aaron, just jogging toward the plate, because when it's home runs, you ain't got to scream safe, To tell the truth, where I came up, we got slunk, crunk, yep, hella drunk. But mama's 45 brass monkey woke me up to the reasons that we here. Purpose reappeared. Serve him like Jethro, Joffrey, Belvedere. Full spirit and rhythm, wisdom, true and living. God risen and at large. Now, if you're looking at garage out back, you find the mics and the speakers with the cords attached. Robin broadcasting live from the A6 slap. You know it's dope when your flow gives them hope and they gotta run it back into these arms of mine. When these bars align, and these arms of mine, and these bars align, you find yourself stuck somewhere between the rhythm and the rhyme. Like you're trapped in the light, trapped in the light, trapped in the light, catch him in the trap, balling like blue 74, hut, hike, yeah, hike, yeah, hike, yeah, hike, yeah. Trapped in the light, catch him in the trap, balling like blue 74, hut, hike, yeah, hike, yeah, hike. I'm just a common, hungry hip-hop junkie, stumbling brass monkey, rumbling through this jungle, brother. Ali Laddie, daddy got me digital like Bobby, Ronnie, Mikey, Ricky, Ralph, and Johnny. Heard somebody said hip-hop was dead, then I'm a zombie. Metal face, brain food sloppy, Ali Oxy, rockin' spree, rock said Scott LaRock for me, over broken glass everywhere, Fab Five, Fred Astaire, stunting like some deadbeat, daddy that was never there, cash money blinging at my goodie, mobbing deep in here, I'm never scared, forever here since 93 until, and yep, Harry Nappy at the roots, tell the truth, y'all, these black thoughts hurt black sheep beneath black stars and poor black milk, over lyrics till black barred, things fall apart, come undone, I get recharged, new school suspension, native tongues are now at large, so what up hip hop, how you doing? Are you feeling fine? Are you feeling good? Are you still trapped in the light, catch him in the trap, boy, like blue 74, hut, hike, yeah, hike, yeah, hike, yeah, hike, yeah. Trapped in the light, catch him in the trap, boiling like blue 74, hut, hike, yeah. You say Park City. I knew a couple guys around the way. One in particular, we called him Old Man Sam, cold as a freezer fan. You done messed up, my friend, if he had to raise his hand. I give a damn if he's 80. His aim's never shaky, and lately been acting crazy since he lost his old lady. Some girl across town swears she's pregnant with his babies, but he's an old dog that can scare a case of rabies. Imagine if he had pups. Yep, straight from Hades. The world don't need it. Lord, please save me. He once whipped a kid who was a SEAL from the Navy. Beat him down until the blood and ground made gravy. We asked him why'd you do it, and he said he looked shady. Remind me of somebody else I knew named Brady. I've loaned money to, I guess, back in the 80s, and I guess I'm still mad because Brady never paid me. Details over time and his mind grow hazy, Mr. Iceberg Shoulder, Mr. Cold Can Holder. If you ever been sober, chances are he don't know you. Used to hang at the Hall of Fame games on Magnolia till the cops came over and took over the turf. They caught Sam about to shoot a boy just for wearing pink shirts. And we say Park City. We see them girls out there working, the working girls. We see them outside. We used to make jokes while we went on the bus stop. We say stuff to them like, "Good morning, streetwalker. You've had a rough life. Pops didn't treat you right. Touched you at night. Whoa, don't get hype. I don't want to know what it's like to walk a day in your life." But I remember the women, all the various stories, and all the things they've been through. And sometimes I wonder if anyone ever told them that they were harder than just getting up every morning. They were harder as the floor we walked on. They were harder than the sidewalk that cracked beneath the feet of those begging for change. I wonder if anybody ever told them that every laugh line in their face is bulletproof, that their smile is an artifact that redefines sacred. Ever told her that her love made purpose pride's permanent replacement and filled the hearts of any and every soldier to march in and out of hell's basement unscathed to this day. Her praise rings of 7 centuries sinking into an infinite stolen moment of grace. Her eyes pierced from a state of understanding, an understanding of life. From both sides of birth and all sides of hurt went from back by popular demand to wind up being banned from church. Disband from worth, burned at stake, and told her place indefinitely erased from his story. So when the tears in her eyes take form in mine, I am blind to everything but her needs. And right now she needs me to see, to be seasoned to see of everything she bleeds, to believe in that ebb and flow as she swings through her various roles of mother, sister, cousin, auntie, nana, nini, umi, omi. Show me the way of a weathered rose that chose to be a goddess in tattered clothes. A mother on death row, a wife yet proposed to. For what ring could ever truly hold you when those hands spent countless days plaiting, twisting braids in some of the nappiest heads this side of the moon, so they eventually became immune to cramping. When those hands derived from a tribe of women who picked through venom for a living, from the orange groves in Florida to the peach orchards in Georgia, those hands pulled down more than a living wage, picked manna from heaven on a daily basis, and on a daily basis they would snatch and snap the neck of any snake they'd see in those trees with a bitch please devotion, whip round forearm, cast down in one smooth motion. They kept picking. And I'm fairly certain that they were serving as some full life version of your pastor's sermon on how to deal with your serpents. It's urgent we learn how to love her. Love her for having hips wide enough to give birth to jazz. Households, carnivals that sell more green, to a front line of a few good men, to a drum line of a few better ones. We're giving birth to quantum physics, 1,000 lovers' interest, Zumba, Kumba, black magic, rumors. Love her for having feet worthy of following through the shadows of valley of death on a graveyard shift from 6 to 3, then 9 to 5, with breasts big enough to feed and provide for tomorrow's dreams, on legs to remind us that the journey can be just as enjoyable as the destination, and thighs to remind us how full our hearts should be. Love her for growing as if history's greatest mysteries were hidden in every curl, as if the answers were in the roots, giving her lover's fingers, a chance to run through time. She is divine, 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 divine. The sun only rises and sets to seep itself into her sweat, into that bead of sweat that gets to taste that ride down that journey known as her neck. Please know the universe envies you. Good afternoon, Mr. Homeless. Why are you homeless? You've had a rough life. Government didn't treat you right. Sent you to war, took away your rights. Whoa! Don't get hype. I don't want to know what it's like to walk a day in your life. And it's a shame when I look back on it. We should have never made fun of them. They had stories to share, stories to tell. I got a few myself. Lost a few friends. Got so many damn rest in peace shirts in my closet. It's hard to close sometimes. And then I think to myself, all them friends is gone now. I remember we was naive enough and young enough to really believe that, since I was born after you, that means I'm probably gonna die after you, and I'm gonna outlive you, and that's just not how it is when you grow up and really see how things work, right? And we say to ourselves like, full speed ahead, the road we're treading on. Said we never known. Them boys are dead and gone. Gone, gone. Full speed ahead, the road we're treading on. Said we never known. Them boys are dead and gone. Y'all ain't really friends. Y'all just share the same sins. And if it weren't for them vices, y'all be lifeless in the wind. So, viva la bullshit. Push us from that pulpit. Smoking black and miles in the alley. Thought we was cool shit. From belly puffing to freaking them taking full hits. The dry humping the freaking freaks with them full hips. Oh, that's that new lick. Mommy on that pool stick. Swear to God we had it figured out, but we was clueless. Leaders of the new school. Foolish. Yeah. The sun is rising and falling. I watched it often go from golden to auburn. Thought I had missed my calling, so I started walking toward that light in the dark end. Noticed time clocking, niggas dropping in they coffin. I thought my heart was stopping, but it kept on beatboxing like, come on, let's go. It's time to spit the flow. Come on, let's go. It's time to rip the show and grow beyond everything we think that we know. Full speed ahead, the road we're treading on. Said we never known. Them boys were dead and gone. Gone. Full speed ahead, the road we're treading on. Said we never known. Them boys are dead and gone. They said my mama should have shoved them, never popped me out the oven. I'd be nothing, just a nothing in a jail cell. Wasting tax dollars, blue collar, eating, stitching, cooking crack off in the kitchen, po pimping, steady limping on my way to my ditch, man. I ain't really listening, but I heard them though. Man, the nerve of those judgmental folk make you want to choke them by the throat that they talk out the side of in spite of my effort to better myself. It was, he's a nuisance and illusion of a winner, sir. Look inside your mirror for a clever list of everybody not coming to dinner. Could give a damn if you're starved out there. I put my heart out there in a fresh new pair. But I tell you, boy, Jordans don't walk on air. So now I want to hope for all them chucks I wear. I bet my soul in them flows. So much more to share. I swear that we never known. Them boys were dead and gone. Gone. Full speed ahead, the road we're treading on. Said we never known. Them boys was dead. I always thought it was funny how sun rays always manage to find our Kool-Aid stains and reflect them off our preschool faces. Through jungle gym swing sets and monkey bar blisters, we became invincible to cliches and the advice from our elders. Unless it was funny, because funny means laughter, and laughter is perfect for every single occasion. Had our snack or two smiles striking like weapons of mass jubilation, reminding us that somewhere between the potty training and refraining from responsibility, we messed around and grew up. Not old, just up from the holograms used to expand off our shoes as we did the Roger Rabbit dance, to finally understanding what mom and dad meant that whole time by saying, boy, you're lucky if you ever get a second chance. And when you get a chance, baby, try and believe in that thing they call love. Like love? Yes, love. Love into living is as easy as listening to Sade, Stevie Mugabe, Nina Ella, Donnie Hathaway till it vibrates through your day like big echo in small hallway, till I love you like mommy and daddy should have always, but it don't always work out that way, now does it, baby? Sometimes love can be found in the veins of those who don't share your blood, and sometimes you don't need your arms to give a hug until Sun Tzu's moon blue, and freedom includes you until the day you pay me back that money I loaned you means the day I could care less about some money I loaned you, till they admit they illegally tapped my phone too, so nothing was ever wrong with our connection. We've all been roaming, searching for a perfection that has been resting behind our eyes this entire time. Our spotless minds shining eternally through our smiles till we can sit down and be blinded by them a while, until time combines our style and we dare the world to bite it, till we demand more bowls of life. Because like Mikey, we like it. Mama said, sometimes you got to love until Eeyore gets excited. That's a mighty long time. But then Papa said, you got to believe. I'm going to need you to believe. I'm going to need you to believe until your hair stands on a handstand and you feel like you can't stand it. Till you get somewhere, drop that apostrophe T and tell me how you can stand it. So there's no third world on a third rock. So there's no third world on a third rock from the sun of this planet. So our presidents are no longer descendants that you had clamp it. Until you realize you are a fresh coat of paint, a fresh coat of change. And tomorrow is your canvas. And you two are meant to be together like peanut butter and jelly in a sandwich until everything you've ever taken for granted is granted and all access passed, until your utmost appreciations, till you're nothing more than a walking, talking, breathing weapon of mass jubilation. You know what I'm saying? I think you know what I'm saying. If I have time, I will do one more. I just don't know. Let's check the clock. We got time? Oh, you're so funny. I don't want to overdo it. All right. We got one more? One more. All right. Thank you. Blessings. Let's go into us. Let's share this one there. Okay. So, yeah. A love song. I'll start this with a love song I never got to share. Gentle light, like a firefly in the summertime. I've been thinking, and it's you on my mind. Baby, show me how you glow, 'cause I got to know. Curiosity has captured my soul now. When I first curled my toes around African soil, I wanted to play everything. From Eighth Light to Thieves in the Night to It Takes Two to Make a Thing Go Right. To rappers alike, from Marley to Leah Spike, from chess to soccer, from son to father, I wanted to chase the tail of the snake that mambas. To throw javelins at wild things that gave birth while running, to baby legs stumbling beneath heartbeats, thumping that baseline of all baselines, vibrating through the waistline. I didn't want to waste time because some dreams don't last long, you know? So I began to spit prose through rows of griots in a language so old it felt new again. I felt tan-skinned drums sing new songs through my palms. I watched day break beats in the psalms and shalams, so there was sky in my mouth and storms in my shoulders. Live a moment too timeless for minutes to play rover. I mean roll over. Can you hear me now? I am DJ, been nowhere, and I am dreaming of Africa. Lord knows there's way too much orange and white in Knoxville, Tennessee for this to ever be Africa. You're probably dreaming something different, brother. Maybe some of those intergalactical travelers, the ones you might see roaming around the old city trying to bum a dime or two from you so they can tuck it inside their shoes and then walk across change every time they make moves. Their feet crack, bleed, bruise, and never heal smooth. That price you pay when you sway day to day, like Mama used to say, without a clue. Without a clue, without a DJ clue screaming, no shit over ones and twos. And since there ain't no half stepping, I figured we better lace our shoes and face the blues that paid the dues for rock and groove, hip hop, her mood to pockets, jewels, improve through turbo. Even a mullet can look smooth. It's true. This buzz for you, so light it and keep it lit while we rewind hits on techniques that don't wobble when we party and bullshit and party and bullshit. I want to b-boy barefooted back to the basics. I want to dance around waterproof flame with paint on our faces. I want the teeth around this necklace to bear the tiger's name that ate the gazelle, that ate the quail, that ate the cricket and brought balance to the morning. I am storming over you. I find most rap music boring. Dude, I've been freedom riding. I kissed my queen, woke up dying in the sweet land of Zion with a lamb eats lion and the elders told me I am the sun rays that break away and decay between the braids of the children who play beneath the limbs that bend and sway over MOK. That I am traveling waters and I splashing on the shoes of our daughters who hopscotch harder because chalk lines are always hotter around sons and fathers often slaughtered within this path. Our math is chaotic and it bitch slaps logic until nauseous with understanding of all the minions within our dominions, our various opinions blending into a page. At the end of the day, every rapper, preacher, speaker, teacher is only trying to say, hey, sometimes I too am just afraid. Because we're all engaged into some type of war. And we all know war leaves most with less than more, but that less is more edict only seep its deepest into the eyes of the poor. We've watched the rich pitch themselves off castle walls and penthouse floors, and the silence is roar, and the violence is encore, and it's peace to war and back again, and back it spins, to the DJ's crank back again. They gotta play back one time for me, my friend. Like, hey, full speed, hey. Or, the other cut. Gentle light, or no. The other song, shake it fast. No. The other song, the one that really means something, like reasons. Yeah, Pop played that all the time. Reasons that we're here. Pop played that all the time. Reasons that I feel our feelings won't disappear. Thank you.
I want to keep giving you more time.
I mean, I want you up all the time.
Thank you. Yes. Kelly Jolly is next, and she is brilliant and amazing. And I am certainly not going to take time away from her, but
thank you.
Thank you.
This was awesome.
Thank you for doing this. That was you're the one with words. Powerful. If I could just be because that's just yeah. Thank you.
Thank you for having me here. This is therapeutic for me as well. I was having a bad day. This is just getting a chance to say this was in my mind all the time. This is fun and be heard. Thank y'all so much. I see these comments. This is awesome.
Yes. Well,
hey, be ready in the building.
You're speaking truth. There's a question over here. Do you write these words down, or do they come from your heart and soul in the moment?
When performing, there's some stuff I come up with, but most of these pieces I do write them down, and I have them memorized. And but yeah. But in the moment, some of that stuff is like, as far as like what they use to weave it, I make it up because it feels right. You know what I'm saying? In the moment, it feels right.
Yeah. The when you're talking about life as a kid and the lessons that we've learned on how to treat people, I think is a resounding message and an important one. And we're honored to have you here and to express that.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you
so
for
many.
listening. Thank
Yes,
you
and
all
so
for
many.
listening. Yes.
So many things to thank you. Oh, and apparently Rhea Carmen is a fan. Who knew?
Ah!
Look of shock.
we are mutual fans. I love Ray. Ray's my my big sister in Ron.
Well, if there are any questions, pop them in the chat. Otherwise, we will go back to networking. I'll give you guys a couple of seconds to get any questions you may have up there. But I think most of all, I think we're probably ready to sit in our thoughts and discuss some of the issues that you brought up are powerful and universal, and there are a lot of lessons to be learned through your words. So I will break into networking with that about the lessons that we can think about and help each other grow through these words of wisdom that were shared with us.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
So,
All right.
let's do that.
Yeah.
And